Growing up as a kid, yeah. All a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from.
What is up, everybody? It's JT Sportsman at you guys with another video. This video, I'm here with my Los Angeles Rams 2020 NFL rec prediction. Going to be giving my game-by-game prediction on how I feel the Los Angeles Rams 2020 season will go. And before I get into it, make sure that you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload NFL videos and college football videos daily. So, the LA Rams are a team that I really don't know how good they're going to be. They could surprise a lot of people and be really good, or they could surprise a lot of people and not really be that good. So I really don't know how I feel about the LA Rams going into this season. I think they can make the playoffs. I think there's also a good possibility that they don't make the playoffs. So, I mean, they're one of the teams that I'm really splitting hairs with. I really don't know what to think. Now, the offensive line was kind of banged up last year, but they did lose a couple of key guys as well this past offseason. So, I mean, it's going to be really interesting seeing how good this LA Rams team actually is this season. So, week one, they have a tough game versus the Dallas Cowboys with new head coach Mike McCarthy at the helm. I think the LA Rams go ahead and they pull off that victory there. I think they're going to be able to put up some points in that Dallas Cowboys secondary. That Dallas Cowboys secondary is going to take a little bit of a step back. You lost Byron Jones. You also lost a couple of guys at the safety position as well. So I think the LA Rams should be able to win that game there. Week 2, they have to face the Philadelphia Eagles on the road in Philadelphia. I like them to win that game as well. So I have them going 2-0 really early on. And really, I mean, you could make the case and say that they could lose both of those games. Like, you could make the case say they lose to Philadelphia. You could make the case and say that they dropped that game to Dallas. But I like to give them the benefit of the doubt there. I think they should beat both of those teams. I think there is a possibility they can beat both of those teams. And I think if they get the running game going, which is probably the most important part of that LA Rams offense, because when the Rams were able to have a lot of success running the football prior to last season, that's when they were really good. That's when Jared Goff was at his best, because you can use play action and get the passing game going. So if the Rams are able to establish the running game, I think they could be a really solid team this year. So I have them starting the season out early on, 2-0. Week 3, they have to face a really good Buffalo Bills team. That Buffalo Bills defense is going to be absolutely on fire this season. This is a game that probably could go either way, but I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to win that one. Buffalo's playing at home. I think Buffalo should be able to get the job done there. Week 4, they have to face the New York Giants. I'm taking the Rams to win that one. The New York Giants defense is not going to be good this year. We don't really know what's going on with DeAndre Baker, who is their first-round pick from a year ago. You got James Bradberry and things like that, but they don't really have any dominant one-on-one pass rushers. And like I said, their secondary is a big concern to me. But they are really good against the run, which I think that the Rams will probably have a hard time running the ball against New York because of how good that defensive line is when it comes to stopping the run. But when it comes to the New York Giants defense ability to stop the pass, I think Jared Goff should have a pretty nice day throwing the football against that defense of the New York Giants. So next up, they're going to have to play the Washington Redskins. The Washington Redskins, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Washington Redskins go ahead and win that game. I know a lot of Rams fans are going to be like, no way in hell we lose to the Washington Redskins, but the Washington Redskins have a very good defense. I think their defense very well could carry them in that game. And when you look at what the Rams did against teams that had very good defensive lines and very good defenses last year, particularly that Pittsburgh Steelers game, they really struggled. So I think this is another game that the Washington Redskins probably pull off the upset and that the Rams go ahead and they lose. Week 6, they have to face the San Francisco 49ers on the road in San Francisco. I'm going to take the 49ers to win that one. I think the 49ers have a really good team. I just think all around they should be able to beat the LA Rams the first go around. Week 5, they have to face the Chicago Bears. This is going to be another really tough game, man, because I think this is a game that could probably go either way, man. Like, I could be an idiot here and say a tie, but that's not realistic. But, man, this is a really tough game to predict, man. Like, you really flip a coin. Like, I really like Chicago's defense. Their offense is a little bit of a question mark. But, I mean, I'm going to take the LA Rams to win that game, man. Like, I really like the Chicago Bears. I mean, the Chicago Bears got a lot better than what a lot of people think they did. But I'm going to take the Rams to win that one. The Rams are playing at home, and I think they should be able to take care of Chicago. Now, week 8, the week before their bye week, they have to face the Miami Dolphins on the road in Miami. Miami could be a really interesting team to watch this year. But ultimately, I'm going to say that the Rams go ahead and they pull off that victory there. I just don't think the Miami Dolphins really have enough firepower offensively to keep up with the LA Rams offense if it comes down to that. So they have a week 9 bye week, which is the midway point of the NFL season. At the midway point, they are currently 5-3 according to my prediction. So week 10, they have to face the Seattle Seahawks at home. I'm going to take them to win that game there. I think they should be able to get the win at home versus Seattle. Week 11, they have to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Monday night against Tampa Bay. That's what people call them, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They call them Tampa Bay with Tom Brady and things like that. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay to win that game. I think Tampa Bay is way better than the LA Rams. I think the LA Rams have a good shot of winning that game, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that Tampa Bay goes ahead and they win that game there. Week 12, they have to face the San Francisco 49ers for the second time. This time, they're going to be playing the 49ers at home. The 49ers are coming off a bye. I'm going to take San Francisco to win that game. The second go around, I think San Francisco should be able to sweep the Rams this year. I mean, like, I know a lot of Rams fans are probably going to be peed off by that, but really, I would just really think that the 49ers are just the best team in the NFC, and it's just not really a competition there. So I really think San Francisco should be able to mop the floor with the Rams this season. Week 13, they have to face the Arizona Cardinals at home. This is another toss-up game. I really like Arizona this year. I think Arizona could surprise a lot of people this season. And they could be a little bit better than what a lot of people think they may be. But I'm gonna take Arizona to win that game, and I think Arizona should be able to pull off the upset there. I think Arizona should be able to split games with the LA Rams this season. I don't really know, but I think Arizona gets the win the first go around. Week 14, they have to face the New England Patriots on a Thursday night on a short week. I'm taking New England to win that game without a doubt. It's like, I know a lot of people from a talent standpoint may be like New England doesn't have a chance to win that game, but I mean, New England is most likely going to end up out coaching the Rams, and I just don't think the Rams are going to be able to beat New England. I know they're going to be playing at home, but it's going to be a short week, and I think New England is going to be better prepared to beat the LA Rams on that short week. Week 15, they're going to be facing the New York Jets. I'm going to take them to win that game. I'm not really high on the New York Jets this year. I think the New York Jets are going to be really overrated this year. Like, I don't know what a lot of people see in the New York Jets that makes the New York Jets like a playoff contender or a Super Bowl team. Like, I really just don't see it, man. So I have them winning there. Week 16, they're going to be facing the Seattle Seahawks for the second time this season, and I'm taking Seattle to win that game. I don't think the Rams are going to end up sweeping the Seattle Seahawks this season. And week 17, last week, I have them winning against Arizona. So overall, I have them going 8-8, which I think is pretty fair for my assessment, because the Rams are just a really tricky team, man. Like, they could go either way. Like, they could win less than 8 games. They could win 8 games or more. So 8-8 is just a really realistic prediction to me, because that really tells you, like, they're an in-between team. Like, you don't really know what to expect, man. I mean, they lost some guys on the defense side of football. They got a little bit better offensively, but overall, like, I really just don't know how I feel about the LA Rams this season. So let me know your prediction for the LA Rams down in the comment section down below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and content, and thanks for watching.